I think it's time to shoot a video. It's been a long time since I shot a video, and there's a lot of good reasons for that, including we're building a house about a kilometer down the road from here, and there's a million things going on with our business and my work. And the tractor. So today's video is about the tractor. This is my TYM 474, which I picked up like 3 months ago. And these have a few weak spots that this one seems to exhibit all of them. Most recently, I've been getting coolant leaking out of the roof of the cab. So, which is a big nuisance. It's greasy and unpleasant, and I've already wiped it up, but it comes out down by the vents here on either side, and it'll come out at the front. Well, you can see the staining on there. Anyway, so I've been keeping a rag. I mean, it's been snowing a lot, so the tractor has to keep going. And so yeah, basically I've been using that to wipe the mess up and carry on. Today I decided to have a look at the problem and see if I could figure out what's going on. And so I removed the roof. The roof comes off with 5 bolts. There's just, let's see, yeah, 5 bolts, and then you just disconnect the antenna for the radio. Why they put a radio in here, I don't know. You'll never hear it. Lift the whole thing off, and voila, you get access to the entire HVAC system, air conditioning, heat, the whole 9 yards. So this is what it looks like. Ta-da! You know what's really interesting is that the roof goes on, I guess it seals on this rubber gasket, and these vents, which are very stiff and dirty, aren't hooked up to any ducts. They're just open to the cavity inside. So you really don't get much airflow out of them, obviously, because they're not hooked up to anything. And here's our air conditioning and heating unit. I have it apart a little bit. I've already mopped up the mess that's in here. But what seems to be the crux of the problem for most people is this control valve here. And this just controls the flow of the coolant running through the system. And mine was all wet in here. So I mopped it all up, and I ran the tractor for quite a long time at high RPM to try to duplicate the conditions where it leaks. And of course it doesn't leak. So I've gone through all of this, and there's no evident point of leakage. I did tighten the one clamp though, just for the hell of it. So this thing's mounted on the inside of this plate here. So it'll look kind of like that when you open it up. And you just got to remove the screws holding this on, get it out of the way, and then you have access to the valve. It's a bit Mickey Mouse, but anyway, if yours is leaking, and I suspect they probably leak around the shaft because that's our only moving part here. So the shaft seal's probably where they leak. Mine isn't. So anyway, I cleaned it up, and I'm going to put it all back together. But before I did that, I thought I'd shoot this video and let you see what you're up against if you get into this situation. And also maybe explain why, how come I don't get any heat out of here or over there? Well, and that's one of the weaknesses of this cab, is there's no defrost. There's no heat on the back window or the side windows. The only heat you get is blowing back towards you in your face or forward on the front windshield. So the front windshield stays clear in the wintertime because it's got ducts on the front, and it's hard to see them, but it ties into this transfer duct here and blows out towards the driver. Anyway, so it's not minus 20, and it's not snowing, although it was this morning. It seemed like a good day to do this, and I'm really disappointed that I didn't find an answer. But since I'm up here, I'm going to tackle these, because these lights, even though I've converted them to an LED bulb, they're still terrible. So I think the reflector quality is just not there. But now I've got great access to these brackets, so I can look at I've got a 42-inch light bar that I can mount on the front, and I got another one for the back. And with the days being so short, you spend a lot of time outside in the dark trying to maneuver you know, this is a 6-foot blower. It's a pretty big piece of equipment in the dark around buildings. And well, you can see that, yeah, that was me and that was the blower. Oops, it took nothing. Boom, planter's gone. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I hope your TYM is working fantastic. And, you know, it's getting the job done, right? It's getting the job done. And it's half the price of a Kubota, probably. So I can't complain too much, but I still kind of complain anyway, because that's what we do. Anyway, if this comes back, I'll shoot another video and we'll open it up again and see if we can find out where this little bugger's leaking, because it is a nuisance and it's messy. All right. Canadian winter. This is January 7th, I think, 2026. So it's been a really, really cold winter so far. A lot of minus 20 already, which is rare. You don't usually see that till the end of January, but it is what it is. We don't have tons of snow though. I mean, in the bush, probably a foot. So it's not crazy, but there's a long way to go yet. I'm gonna let you go. Have a good day.